Hey there, everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream. Got a few things planned for tonight. We're gonna do some Dark Dimension 3. We're gonna do our Ultimate 7 and I guess it's beta right now, beta 4 nodes. But before we get started with any of that, and then later we're gonna play the baby account a bit. But before we do any of that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this announcement in game. This Swarm announcement, I'm usually the first one to get behind new characters, right? I think it's important to the growth of the game. I think it's important to keeping especially newer players engaged. I think that, you know, the character should be as attainable as possible, even if it's tougher to max them out. So for all those reasons, I saw a new character coming out. I said, great, fine, excited about it, why not? However, as we all know, that the next legendary coming out is Doc Ock, and he'll be coming soon, right? So one of the gimmicks of Doc Ock is that when you put him on a Sinister Six team, since the team can only have 5 characters, by including him on the team, he summons the 6th member of the Sinister Six, which is a really interesting, cool mechanic. And when they announced Doc Ock, and I looked at that, I said, mark my words, Sinister Six is going to become a top-tier team, because the action economy of having a 6th character to attack with who is not so like a basic summon, but a true character, right, is a really strong mechanic. Part of why I felt, and I stated at the time, that they would become a top-tier team is because at the time we thought he was just going to be the 6th member of the Sinister Six, which meant you knew who you were getting, right? You put him on the team with 4 other members. That leaves one odd individual out. That's the person he summons in. The problem is with the introduction of Swarm. Depending on how you set up your team, you don't know who the 6th member will be. Leaving that degree of RNG in is interesting, but it makes it a lot more difficult to get reliable results with that team. Okay? So, I'm not completely walking back my statement. I still am excited by that mechanic. I think it's an interesting mechanic to add to the game, and it makes him a unique legendary. I still think that it will put them at least on the top end of a mid-tier team, if not a top-tier team, because as I mentioned, the action economy of having the 6th character on the team is very strong. But certainly I feel that this move weakens the team rather than strengthens it, because it takes away some of that reliability, some of that consistency, by not knowing who the 6th character is going to be. So I have very mixed feelings about this. I don't know how you guys feel. I'd be happy to chat about it a little bit. But that's where I'm at with the announcement of Swarm. Swarm individually looks like he's going to be a good character. He's going to be an interesting character. I don't think you're going to leave him as the odd man out on the team. I think that he's going to be part of your main Sinister Six build. I think that the question will be whether you leave off Vulture or Mysterio. But the problem is Mysterio's not very good. So if you were just leaving off Vulture, and, you know, you knew you could get Vulture, that would be a much better situation. But because you may end up with Mysterio, I'm not thrilled with the fact that there's now a 7th member of the Sinister Six in the mix. I don't love that, frankly. Happy to hear what you guys think, though. Happy to talk about that during today's streaming. Nice. Not a bad gold pull. I'm just going to go through, open these orbs. See if we get Strife, I'll take. That's not bad, because I don't have him at 7 stars yet. But I do want to pick up this Marrow Extract, because I can never get enough of it. I have plenty of that for the moment. Have plenty of that. I will pick up some more isocrystal compound. No, don't need that. I'll pick up more of this. I still have Mystic People I'm bringing up through the pipeline. We need more war energy. Let's see what we got here. I typically use my raid tickets for SBCs. That's one of the best uses of the tickets for me. I have most of the characters I can get there at 7 stars, so I don't really need to go for characters. What else do we have? Oh, we'll pick up some arcane powder. That's pretty good. I could actually use those. That's surprising. Usually I'm overstocked on that. I guess recently investing in Venom has made me up a little short there. And right now I'm short on... wish I had 50 of these, though if he pops up again in the next week or so, because of the calendar event, I should actually be fine to pick him up when I see him again, so that's not a terrible thing. And it's not something I need immediately anyway, because I haven't unlocked him yet. I'm waiting for the event to come around again, and I'm going to be getting him this time around, which is good. Hit that milestone orb. Speak of the devil. Okay. Let's use up our campaign energy here. I am trying to farm the necessary remaining 2 characters to get Phoenix to 7 stars. I'm pretty close. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I will definitely be able to get Hand Assassin there. I'm not worried about it. I think I'm close enough that I'm confident with Loki as well, but Loki's going to be a little tighter, but we've got time, so I think I'm going to be all right with that. And then for Ebony Maw, Karnak is the only thing currently holding me back to get him at 5 stars. I'm farming him. I'm averaging about 4 shards a day, which is really the track I need to be on to make sure I get him. And I imagine that they will put another offer up for him before the event actually drops. And if necessary, I'll whale out, and it'll be a 50 shard offer, which will guarantee it. So that's why I'm very confident I'm getting Ebony Maw, because I can make that happen if I have to. I'm going to try to do it organically, but if I have to, I can spring for it. Yeah. We still have a little bit of energy there. How am I doing over here? I can pick up another one of these? Sure. Sure! We love Ghost Rider. Let's do it. Oh, looks like War started too. We can hit that before we move to the baby account as well. Where am I here? Yeah. Let's make a little stream announcement. Okay, so let's see next. There's a lot more to do tonight than I thought there was, because I already hit stuff earlier today, but we got the new Blitz up, we've got War up, so there's actually a lot to do. So we'll do a bunch, and then we'll maybe an hour or so in, we'll talk about switching over to the baby account. The baby account's alliance filled up really quick, the new alliance we started, so that's been pretty exciting. Has nobody attacked yet? They want to go after this side. I will actually be able to peg this team with my X-Force, I think. Let me see where we're at with that. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. With the war bonuses, I think that'll be fine. We're gonna try that. Even if we don't take him out in one shot, it should butter him up for the next team. But I think we could do that. I feel pretty confident about it. Hey, Stamp, how you doing, man? How's your first day in the Alliance going? I hope you like the lane I gave you in Ultima 7. I don't want all of this. There we go. I'm actually in the middle of. I took the plunge to be the first one to hit a target in the new war. Yeah, absolutely, man. We are happy to have you with us. Now we can just auto out and try to take these guys out. Oh, you know what? Good call. Thank you. It's because the display capture is all wonky when I play the aisle, so I sometimes have to fix it. So let's go ahead and actually... Why is it not letting me do it? Hold on. Come on. There we go. Much better. Thank you, Stamp. Oh, I got distracted, though. Damn it. Alright, cool. That's fine. No, it's not a problem. I was using the first team just to get rid of all his charges. I can use my power armor team to wipe him out in one shot, but it would be way too much of a punch down. I'd rather save them in case somebody else has a Hydra team. And my X-Force is only 150k power, so that's not a bad thing to use them on. And now I'll be able to come in and sweep with another team. Yeah, it's going to be an easy sweep on this next one. Alright, so they're at 130, right? Yeah, I think I'm going to use the Sinister Six team. So Stamp, you missed at the when I started the stream, I was talking a little bit about my feelings on Swarm and how I'm actually kind of disappointed because I think it actually, the addition of the 7th member right away really weakens the team. Do you think you should put your normal defense I use where you go kind of defense heavy or offense heavy? I'm not sure what room you were assigned to. It really depends on what room you're in as to whether I think you should try to make sure you're undefeatable or whether you're better off helping us weaken the enemy team. I typically go a little bit weaker on my defense. I have a deep enough roster that that's not saying too much, but because I have some of the biggest teams in the Alliance, usually they count on me to like help take out the bridge and stuff when the chips are down and they've got really big teams on the enemy Alliance's defense. You're in medbay. I would say kind of split the difference, right? I would say put like 2 really good war defense teams like Asgardians. If you've got Hydra, put Hydra, right? Put the dedicated war defense teams in there. But aside from that, don't go too crazy. And then reserve a good amount of teams for offense. So here's my thing about Swarm. Swarm individually looks good. I think he's a really good addition to Sinister Six, right? 100%. And yes, Mysterio is definitely somebody who should be left off the team. But the problem is with the addition of Swarm and Doc Ock, if you've got Doc Ock, you take Mysterio and Vulture off the team, right? So the problem is... Yeah. Sure, I'll take a look. The problem is, when they first announced Doc Ock, I was kind of like really impressed, and I was like, they're going to be a top tier team now, right? Because the action economy of having a 6th character on the team is huge. It's huge. But you're hoping he's going to be on the Hydra Zemo team? Yeah, that's actually, I didn't think of that. That's an interesting idea. But so the interesting thing is that if you're using him on Sinister Six, Doc Ock's mechanic is he brings in quote unquote the 6th member of the Sinister Six, right? When we didn't know Swarm was coming, we were like, well, that's perfect. It's a team of 6. You know who you're getting, right? So you'll leave Mysterio off. He'll bring Mysterio in, but it's an extra character, and who cares, right? Now, if you're putting him on your Sinister Six team, or if he counts towards that ability, which we really don't know how it's going to work just yet, but if he does count towards that ability, the problem is it introduces this RNG to the team mechanic, and now you don't know what you're getting, right? So maybe if Swarm counts towards that mechanic with Doc Ock, maybe you're getting Vulture, or maybe you're getting Mysterio. Obviously, you'd prefer Vulture from the two, but you don't know. And that lack of consistency, I think, will hurt the team. This all assumes that Doc Ock's ability is going to utilize Swarm in the mix. It may only be the original Sinister Six characters or whatever. We don't know how it's going to work exactly yet. But if it does count Swarm, I think it hurts the team, actually, for that reason. Why don't we jump in? We're going to do our DD3 hit for the day. Yeah, I'll take a look a little later on at your defenses for sure and make my recommendation. All right, let's go for it. You think Swarm is going to be good, so you think GG and Stereo will be the left off in the possible summon. Okay. Green Goblin, really? I thought from most of the guides I've seen, people prefer Green Goblin over Vulture, but I could be wrong. Alright. Let's start with Symbiote Spidey's basic. Get that defense down. Drop Stealth so that we pull Dark Phoenix out. I mean, this is kind of a no-brainer. We need to just dump damage out. I'm actually going to shift over to Miss Marvel because there's too many brawlers on the field and she becomes problematic. So I'm just going to hit her as hard as I can. That's nice damage from Iron Fist. That's fair. I know everyone loves Shocker, but I wasn't sure about Vulture, but I'll take your word for it. I personally am not a huge fan of... I know, this note is garbage. I'm not a huge fan of Sinister Six, so I don't know too much about the team. Alright, we chipped away. That's what we can do. You're so happy you're past this node. Well, so I've been working on trying to pull Carnage up. I'm thinking that if I can swap Iron Fist for Carnage, it'll make a difference. But I'm still a ways away. I have the shittiest luck with certain T formats. It's just the worst. Yeah, exactly. My Sinister Six are higher than that, but I don't really focus on them. I don't use them. They're underwhelming in my opinion. But I do think Doc Ock is going to improve the team immensely. And I'm not going to have him right away because I don't have the necessary X-Force characters at that level. How do we do here? That's not bad. I'll take 3 mil damage. That's not bad. Slowly chipping at this friggin' node. It is painful. Painful is the word for it. Alright, whatever. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're gonna jump into Ultimus 7 here. I see you already hitting the board, Stamp. I like it. Okay. You feel like he's going to be a Sinister Six exclusive legendary, though, which you hope not. You're just thinking, but no, I think he will be. I don't disagree with you. I think he's not going to have a ton of use outside the team. But it's going to be an interesting mechanic to bring in the 6th man, and I see that being like a really strong arena team, honestly. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm that's my my thinking, my prediction is that it's going to be a strong arena team. Having the 6th member on the team, I think, will be very strong. I still don't think it's going to... When I say top tier, I don't think it's going to be like top 3. Like, it's still not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with like Black Order. I don't think it's going to fare super well against Asgardians, but I think that it'll be the low end of top tier, potentially. Again, now I'm less confident with that distinction because of the addition of the extra character, but prior to that, or assuming that it doesn't count the addition of... Well, it doesn't matter if it counts Swarm or not, because Swarm should really be on that team. I don't know. I feel less confident with that now that they have 7 total characters involved. Correct. 100%. And that's what I mean, Stamp, when I say I think they'll be top tier. I think just by adding the 6th person, even if they're an underwhelming person, it just changes the action economy and it makes it a much different situation. Hey, Shara, we were just talking a little bit about the addition of Swarm and how we think that's going to affect the Sinister Six team and whether they're actually viable or not. But I agree. I still think they are going to be a top tier team because of the action economy. It's that simple. Yeah, we're just going to basic attack the rest of the way through this node. Mind our cooldown management here. Honestly, I am... so, Swarm is great and all, and I'm sure he's going to be good. I'm much more excited for Zemo. Because, one, it makes the remaining non-minion Hydra characters useful, which was something I was a little concerned about, given that Red Skull makes the minions useful, but leaves characters like Crossbones in the cold. And Zemo fixes all that. Plus, it actually creates another viable team to go against the Red Skull War Defense team. And I already have Crossbones at decent power. Where's he at? He's... maybe less decent than I thought. Where is he? 28,000, you know, easily investable. I've got him at the 7 stars. So bringing in Zemo, I've already got him and some other characters. Yeah, no, it's exciting. I just got Black Bolt at 5 stars. Yeah, Shara got him at 6 stars. I just got him at 5 stars, though, which it's exciting for me for a few reasons. One, because he's Black Bolt and he's amazing. He's a god tier character. But also because he will now allow me to unlock Ebony Maw, which, while I am very excited about Black Bolt, I'm much more excited by the prospect of finally having a full Black Order team. But yeah, honestly, it's kind of silly, but the thing I'm excited most about regarding a Zemo Hydra team is just that it presents another viable option for taking out the Red Skull War Defense team. Because like I said, you saw, you know, today during the stream that sometimes I have to end up using 2 teams to reliably take them out because I want to, you know, keep my power armor team in reserves in case I come across a bigger team. Having the Zemo Hydra team will give me another solid option to say, alright, this team exists for taking out that team. So get it to a decent power, and then I will feel more comfortable using those 2 teams in conjunction. No problem ulting while I got 4 positive effects on. Now that you got BB, you'll build Yo-Yo. Yep, absolutely. So I'm actually going to take out Doctor Strange just because I don't want to bring in Carnage back. That was a misclick. I was trying to go for Venom. Guys! Although now with the defense down, let's just take him out. Alright, he'll bleed out. We're good. Cull is super powerful, Shara. You still need Cull. I don't remember who it was. On stream, somebody challenged me to a draft battle, and they used Cull, and they didn't even have the full Black Order team, so I kind of dismissed the pick. Cull is stupid strong. He is stupid strong. Like, he may be the best, maybe not the best, but definitely top 3 tanks in the game. He's so good. He's really, really good. Alright, we're gonna mind our cooldowns here with these 2 characters left. Yeah, he does a lot of damage, and he taunts forever, and he's got high armor, high health. He's just hard to kill. He's just hard to kill. I'm trying to remember what the team comp was, but it was such that basically they just stacked, because he's got like a stacking taunt, and they just kept stacking the taunt, that the taunt never left him, and like he just was unkillable. It was really hard. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with this team for this node. That's fine. I got lucky with Cull. I pulled him from a couple of Ultimus orbs, actually. A pretty high shard amount, and that's how I unlocked him. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it was super lucky. Your Thanos is ready for Black Order, but your Black Order isn't ready for your Thanos. I hear that. I have to work on my Black Order characters. I'm just waiting until I get Ebony Maw to complete the team, and then I'm gonna bump them up. Right now, I've got too many priorities that need resources for my continuing struggle against Node 3 of Dark Dimension 3. And other things, but that's one of it. I've also been putting a lot of resources into Black Bolt since I just got him. Emma Frost, I've been putting resources in. In fact, you guys know I was so excited about Beast, but the shame of it is I really haven't been able to invest in him because I've got all these other things that just are higher priorities right now. You're saving up for Zemo. That makes sense. That's a good choice for a character investment, honestly. Yeah, let's go ahead and summon some minions here. I don't want to use his ult until I have the positive effects on him so that we get that energy back, and here we go. Bam! And he gets the 4 energy back. That's what we needed. We got what we needed. Right. Let's spread those effects. Bam. He will bleed out at this point, so we're just gonna hop over there. Oh, it doesn't matter. We hit him anyway. Bring the attention back to Carnage. You wish Carnage Basic would at least put a bleed. That would make him too strong, though. Almost. He's so powerful. I don't think he needs much. You finally started Dark Dimension 2. Congratulations, Shara. That's awesome. That's really cool. And I see you're not building your Black Order until you have them all. Not too much other stuff to do. I agree. I'm in the same boat. we're going to conserve our cooldowns at this point. We got enough time to basic our way through this. The exception of that, I'll throw his special in. Just because typically it's not useful to me at the start of a round anyway. We'll use her basic. Use his basic on Punisher. Alright, easy peasy. Cakewalk for the next minute and a half. You're going to laugh at me. Phoenix, Hela, Nick Fury, Minerva, and Star-Lord. That's not bad. Why would we laugh at that? That's not bad at all, Shara. I mean, that means you're lining Phoenix, Hela, and Minerva up for Dark Dimension 3. That's exactly where you want to be. Nick Fury isn't going to be as useful for Dark Dimension 3, so I wouldn't focus Matt's getting him to T14. Star-Lord's fine. He's not a priority character, but I don't think he hurts you. And you're on node 8 of 16. That's awesome. But yeah, 3 of those characters are literally recommendations for Dark Dimension 3. You're good. You're where you want to be. And then you can use all the orange materials you get from Dark Dimension 3 to get those characters to T14, hopefully. And with any luck. And then you could turn around and focus on characters like Symbiote Spider-Man and other characters that are recommended. So I think you're in a good position. Yeah, you had all the skill gear. Why not? Right? Why not? If you've got the gear for it, there are worse choices you could have made, right? I think you're in a good position there. Yeah. Stamp knows where it's at. You're good. Are you guys in the mood to do Blitz Roulette later? We haven't done that for a while. I also have not invested, like, at all in Squirrel Girl. Phoenix doesn't even die every time, so you can get more than one node in some days. That's cool. That's very cool. Stamp says, I feel the absolute best skill character you could have brought is, like, Sif, because Nick Fury is probably the second. Yeah, I don't disagree. Shara wants Blitz Roulette. Shara has spoken. We will do that later. I'm going to hit the Greek raid nodes first after I finish the Ultima 7, and then we can jump into Blitz Roulette. Yeah, Stamp wants it too. Alright, cool. If everybody wants it, I'm happy to do it. But I'm not going to waste an ult on a character that's almost dead. Alright, he might bleed, so I'm actually going to ult somebody else. I think he might bleed out. Nick Fury summons have actually come in really handy. Interesting. Cool. Good to know. You heard it here first, folks. Nick Fury viable DD2. You may not have heard that here first, but you've gotten confirmation here at least. And sometimes they don't die, so he has 4 summons plus Greg, and it's crazy. That's awesome. Yes, and they can clear taunt. Alright. Let's try to just basic our way through this for cooldown purposes. He should bleed, so we will change focus. There we go. Extra healing stealth, and then Nick Fury stealths everyone's stun. It works out really well. Good to know. I will keep that in mind when it comes to my my baby account when the time comes. Take a look at Discord here, see if anyone is chit-chatting. Yeah, Stamp showing off his Hydra characters ready for Zemo! Trying to get another character to T13 for when Phoenix dies, but it's slow going. You used what you called at the time BK Fury. Yeah, I mean, I love... One of the things I love most about Marvel Strike Force, compared to some of the other team building games out there, is I feel that Marvel far and away does 2 things really well. Thing number 1, you don't require 7-star characters for very many things in the game, right? You can have, in many instances, a 3-star character that you can use in almost every game mode, at almost every level, that is viable and can go toe-to-toe with enemies, right? Thing number 2, you have so much flexibility with how to build teams and where to use teams, and that is something you don't see in games like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. You don't see, even in like Disney Sorcerer's Arena. In those games, very often you are super restricted in who goes on what team, right? The fact that we can have conversations discussing the viability of Nick Fury in Dark Dimension 2 on a team with Phoenix and Hela and Minerva is awesome. It's good that you can say, oh yeah, that's an interesting choice, but there's also all these other choices. In a game like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, it's like, well, these are Jedi characters and they go on a Jedi team. The end. There are a few characters that you can flex with, but not a lot. Not a lot. But screw Blitz. You'll go hard, but you're buying this over twice. Yeah. No, I don't disagree. So yeah, that's one of my favorite aspects of this game is the flexibility in team comps. And that you can experiment and have it be viable. That there isn't one right fit, one right choice. I mean, there are exceptions. There's some characters that just like, yep, this is the team, but that's the exception, not the rule. got no choice but to focus him because of the taunt. Yeah, we're just gonna have to eat a couple of the shield assault hits, but it's fine. He will bleed out though, so I will turn my focus. Reminds you of Candyman. That's pretty funny. Yeah, I know all about it, dude. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's do this. Fury's gonna bleed. Let's make sure we got our buffs here, and we're gonna focus on the Assaulter first. Just to stack bleeds on him, so maybe he bleeds out. There we go. And then we'll ult Fury. Oh, you saw that movie in the theater? That's awesome. Alright. Now we're going to do cooldown management for the rest of the node. There we go. You know what my first like dedicated horror genre scary movie was in theaters? I'll never forget it. It was I Know What You Did Last Summer. That was the first, like, I had seen horror movies before that, mind you, but like on television. That was the first horror movie I saw in a movie theater. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Alright, we have to do the beta raid. You have the worst case if Black Bolt syndrome, where when someone falls into red, I expect them to get burped. It's bad. I know. Well, at the time, full disclosure, at the time I had a giant crush on Sarah Michelle Gellar. So that was, at the time, I loved that movie. I actually haven't seen it in so many years. Probably 15, 16 years since I've seen that movie. I don't even know if it held up over time or not. It would be a giggle to go back and watch it and just see how it's aged. Alright, so let me throw these in here, and then I'm just going to throw on War Machine in. These are super easy. Yeah, she stole your name. I was a big fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer in high school. Yes, I think Jack Black was in the first one. I think he was. I think he played like a stoner character in the first movie. He dies, but I'm pretty sure he was in the first one. I actually agree with you wholeheartedly, Shara. Angel was a far superior show, and I am a fan of David Boreanaz as an actor, and I loved the Angel series. I liked Buffy, but I was a bigger fan of the Angel series. I felt like there was more substance to it. Like, you know, Buffy, for everything it did well, and it did a lot well, but for everything it did well, it still was like this drama-laden high school bit to it, and I didn't love that. But Angel, I just felt like had a little more meat to the show and the themes. for reasons other than mine. I don't know. I just felt like in some instances they were both campy shows, and that part of that is just like the time that they were released. But he also, I think he may be a vampire. I don't think he's aged at all. It's like wild how he looks exactly the same. But I think that the Buffy the Vampire Slayer show was campier than Angel, and I felt like, you know, I don't know, in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, it got a little sort of monotonous of just like, all right, you know, this is the Scooby Gang, and they're the good guys, and the bad guys come, and the good guys be good guys, and it's fine. There was some depth to the characters, but, you know, like Willow had that whole evil witch Willow spree or whatever, but it was just, the characters were almost too wholesome a lot of the time, and like I think Angel grappled with the idea of like not becoming the things that you hate, and I liked the depth to the characters, that they felt deeply flawed. Your first horror series was the Halloween movies because you, growing up in Illinois, you felt you had to. That was actually my first horror series also, was the Halloween movies for me. Friday the 13th also, but more so, I cut my teeth on Halloween. Some of my friends were more Friday the 13th people, but I cut my teeth on Halloween. Honestly, I was much more into horror movies when I was younger. I don't love the direction the genre took, where they moved away from suspense towards shock value, and rather than trying to make you jump, they started just trying to turn your stomach. You know, movies like House of a Thousand Corpses and Turistas and all that stuff. Like, it doesn't do anything for me, so I walked away from the genre largely because I felt that, I mean, look, genres change, they evolve, I get that, you know, I really feel like it's more of a subgenre almost, it should be considered a different thing, but unfortunately, many of the newer movies go for that genre because that's the more in vogue thing to do, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Your first series was Nightmare on Elm Street, another classic. So good. So good. Army of Darkness, awesome. Great movie, classic. The new horror movies are beside What's-His-Face, the guy who made Get Out. Right, yeah, so there are some gems. There are some gems among the garbage, in my opinion. It's not a fair term. I shouldn't say garbage. To each their own. I know people who enjoy those movies, but just... I miss the days of the more classic suspense horror movies. Although I do have to say, one of my favorite horror movies was... Well, now I don't remember what the release date was, but I feel like it was this decade. It was Trick or Treat. Yeah, I think it was this decade. Which is like a little anthology. It's a single movie, but it's an anthology of stories, and that was actually really well made. I really like that one. But a lot of them fell short for me. Cabin in the Woods was good. Cabin in the Woods was actually had surprising twists and kept my my interest. But in a way, Cabin in the Woods, to some degree, is almost the love letter to the horror genre. So it's like Scream, right? Scream became a classic, but Scream started as a love letter to the horror genre that grew into its own thing. Yeah, Trick or Treat is so good. I really have to say I think it's one of my favorites if I had to rank them, and I consider it more in the vein of the original suspenseful horror movies. I like how this stream has sort of morphed into an AMA stream a little bit, but that's fine. We're just having fun. We're hanging out, chatting. I love it. Shari, you should definitely watch Trick or Treat. So good. So good. Terrifier from Netflix. I haven't seen that one. Oh yeah? I'm gonna have to add that to my watch list. Yeah, you worked part-time in a video rental store. I remember the days of the rental stores. My little Blockbuster card, going in there, picking out movies. I remember that. I remember it fondly, but I did not mourn the passing of the video rental stores. I much prefer streaming. But those are fond memories. It was a different time. Tremors. Alright, yeah, that's fair. Yes, that falls into the genre. It's sort of a sci-fi horror, but yes, you're not wrong. I also watched Tremors when I was younger. That was one of my early ones, but I think my first like true honest horror movie was actually Halloween. It makes you laugh. I know, well that's also funny, like even at the time it was sort of campy and meant to have some humor too, but I feel like it was almost aimed at a younger audience because it does have this lightness to it, even though it's scary. And really, it was primarily only scary if you were a younger person, because looking at it, it's kind of ridiculous, especially how it's aged. But it is that was a great movie. I think the first couple sequels were good too. I think it's fallen prey to the last couple decades beating genres, beating franchises into the ground. Yeah, it's PG-13. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's aimed at a younger audience. It's almost like an intro to horror, right? But it fits in the genre. It fits in like the monster genre. But yeah, I mean, I think they've made like 7 of the friggin' things. They've made so many of them. I watched up to I enjoyed up to Tremors 3, I believe, and then I think Tremors 4 is when it started going downhill. And I think, didn't they do a miniseries on TV or something for it recently? I could be making that up, but I thought I saw something like that. What do we got going on here? You saw the first 2, you only liked the first one. That's fair. So the original Child's Play was good. I didn't watch a lot of the sequels, and that's another one that they've made 300 of the damn things. I did catch one of the more recent ones, and I didn't love it. So, and I know now they're rebooting it yet again. I don't know if I'll see the reboot or not. I might, but I didn't love the direction the franchise took. Yeah, they got kind of dumb in my opinion. I do agree with you, Shara, there. The original was a classic, though. I like the original. You have to. I mean, so here's the thing, right? The first time you make a movie like that, the power that you have over the audience is the power of the reveal, right? Before people see the monster, there's tension and there's fright because your mind makes everything worse, right? You're seeing the shadows, you're hearing the noises, you're not really seeing the thing head on. It makes it worse. And then once you reveal it, it loses some of its power, right? So Child's Play was scary because, you know, originally there was this mystique about it, and the new one was booty. Now that you've revealed, right, now that you've shown the thing, you lose some of that power to frighten the audience. And so then you have to shift your strategy towards fan service and, you know, feeding the mythos around the character and stuff. And so that's what they did with Chucky. And so the people who loved it and became attached to the series just kept watching them because now you're just, you know, coming to worship at the altar that is Chucky. But after the first one, once you've got that reveal, once you take away that suspense, you don't really get it back again. Oh no. Alright, we'll finish this node, and then we will shift over and do some Blitz Roulette. They made them annoying, huh? You're waiting for Jigabachi to do his notes and to jump in? Sure. Alright, we're just going to auto our way through this so we can get to Blitz Roulette. So the one who started the alliance is Flick my Vic. Shara, myself, and Vic the Corrupt. Yeah, so we've been with him basically since the beginning of the alliance. Shara joined a little after me, but basically roughly the same time. Within a month, I think. And so we were among the first captains, along with SRI Reaper is there. A-Plod got added later as a captain. and who am I? I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Velocity was added within this year. I forget exactly how long ago. I want to say like 3 months ago or something. Velocity was made a captain. But anyway, I was the one who took control early on, like 2 years ago, and being like, we can do higher level raids than we're doing. And so I did my homework and I presented an argument, and they liked it. And so Flick was like, all right, so you're in charge of raids. And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. So I've been doing the raid lane assignments for 2 years now. And also I've been the one pushing the decision when we move up to the next, you know, raid level, and I work alongside Velocity. Velocity's job in the Alliance is raid ticket management specifically, and like when we can launch raids for like, he pays attention to when everyone's really active to know when the best time to launch it is to maximize participation. Yes, I love my spreadsheets. I do play the spreadsheet game a lot. So Velocity and I work very closely together. To determine how many raids, like if we can run raids side by side and when we should do them and all that stuff. But I determine the raid strategy, and I do the lane assignments. Shara, it's become her job to do the war stuff, so she calls out war targets. She and Flick rather work together to figure out primarily where people should be on defense and which rooms should be protected and where our targets should be and things like that. Then Vic technically is meant to be like a recruiter almost, though his job is a little obsolete only because we have such a solid crew that nobody really leaves. So he doesn't have to do his job often, but that's technically part of his job. And then just, you know, general... We have captains meetings and stuff where we just talk about the general direction of the Alliance and stuff. And then A-Plod was brought in pretty recently. More as just a general sort of captain's position to help out with everything. I still feel like... Oh, SRI Reaper he's just been with us since the beginning, so he's always been consulted. He's very close friends with Flick, so he's always just been a captain. I feel like I'm missing somebody, Shara. Who am I missing? I'm going to plug PWWMGA in a minute too, but first I just want to take a look and see who I'm forgetting because it's driving me crazy. So we got me, Flick, Vic, Shara, Shadowhawk. Shadowhawk is a captain. He was made a captain fairly recently as well. Just to help with sort of general management of the Alliance and that kind of stuff. Yeah, can't forget Shadowhawk. He's awesome. And then obviously I recently started the second Alliance in the cluster, and I'm running that exclusively at the moment. Eventually we'll add some captains to that, but right now I'm just handling that. And in comes the plug for PWWMGA. So one of the numerous reasons we decided to expand the Alliance and make it an Alliance cluster is because of my involvement with PWWMGA, which stands for the Prestige Worldwide, which is a Step Brothers reference, mobile game ambassadors program, right? And right now there's only 2 games covered by the PWWMGA, Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and Marvel Strike Force, and I am one of the Marvel Strike Force ambassadors. I'm basically the raid specialist for the MGA. Anyway, a bunch of the guys in the MGA, even though they're Star Wars guys, recently started playing Marvel. They were looking for a good home, and Flick and I had already been talking a little bit about expanding to a second Alliance, and so I reached out to those guys. We brought them in. Let me get their Discord link in chat here. First of all, here's the link to the Paleo Gaming Discord, which I should post more than I do. And then we've got the PWW MGA Discord link, which is a cool place just for like reaching out if you've got questions about games or like optimal builds or things like that. Let me pull this here. I know it's pinned. Here we are. Yeah, here we go. Copy that. Bam. Awesome. So definitely feel free to join that and say hi to those guys. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that. Stamp, I will definitely get to your thing there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to move on to Blitz Roulette now. And let you guys torture me with some wild team comps. Shara, usually go for a balanced approach, put a good amount on more defense, but you also need big teams on attack. Right, absolutely. Okay, so Shara, as per tradition, why don't you make the first pick? Who am I using? Ooh. I will scroll through. I know you like me to scroll while you ponder who to pick. We'll do a couple rounds of Blitz Roulette, and then I'm gonna probably switch over to the Baby Alliance. Please have some big attacks to help me. What do you guys think? Human Torch. I think he was a little higher up. I could be wrong. No, maybe not. No, he is. I was right. He's up there a little bit. I didn't invest heavily in him, but I did put some stuff in him. Here he is. Bam. Helps that he has a lot of red stars. Hydra Armor Guard. He's gonna be there. Bam. Let's actually put a post in Alliance chat here. Doing Blitz Roulette. Shara says Beast. Alright. And then Stamp says Hydra Grenader. Where are we? Here's Beast. Where is our Grenadier? Here he is. Boop. Alright. Last pick. Who's it gonna be? Well, Shara, what I was telling him is I think he should put 2 really strong war defense teams at least. And or anyone that's meant to be a war defense team, right? So Marauders, Asgardians, Shield, like the or no, is Coulson more war offense? I don't remember. But regardless, the teams that actually get war defense bonuses, he should throw those on defense. And outside of that, he shouldn't go crazy. He should keep the rest for offense. As long as he's got a couple of moderate to high power war defense teams, that should be all we need in that spot. Oh, Shara said Cull. Yeah, Cull. Bam. Let's do it. We're only tier 1. I'm calling this a win no matter who we go up against, but you guys get to pick as usual. This is the first option. We've got a mixed city Thanos team. Option 2, we've got a city weird team. And then option 3, we've got mutants and whatever. I'm not even going to try to name that team. 1, 2, or 3. That's Guardians and Brawls on defense. Yep, that makes sense. I can agree with that, but focus more on war offense. If like focuses on defense, so you might be biased. One, sure. Let's do it. Bam. Bam. Unanimous. Unanimous. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's not even gonna matter. I'm just gonna use it for the attack roll. Boop. That'll do it. Hey, Dudash, how you doing? Night's going pretty well, man. You actually arrived just in time. We just started doing Blitz Roulette. Dudash, do you play MSF? I feel like I've asked you that before and I don't remember the answer. Are you interested in playing? Because a lot of the guys from Willie's channel are now in our new baby alliance. So if you want a spot, I got a spot for you, my man. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, let's get the next team on the board for Blitz Roulette. Dudash, since you just arrived, why don't you make the first pick, man? You get to pick the characters I use in Blitz. They don't have to be good or anything. I don't even know if you know a lot of the Marvel characters, but you can literally pick anybody and I will use them. It's a little segment I call Blitz Roulette where I let you guys torment me with whatever picks you want to. That's all you know is Guardians. Alright, which Guardian do you want me to use? Just shout out a character that scrolls. Like Groot is a Guardian of the Galaxy. Star-Lord. Yeah, Star-Lord. Bam. Star-Lord is in. Alright, who's next? Groot. Alright. Oh, yeah, Black Bolt. Alright, we'll use Black Bolt. Bam. So we got Groot. Let's scroll down. Yes, I know. Dudash loves Star-Lord. Let's see. Where's my Black Bolt? It's like 20. Yeah, there you go. 26. Bam. Black Bolt it is. I'm already calling it. This is a winning team just because we have Black Bolt. That's all we need. Who else? Yondu. We got a Yondu pick. Where is my Yondu? He might actually be higher, just by virtue of how long I've had him. Yondu. There's Yondu. Bam. Last pick. Who's it gonna be? Who's gonna round this team out? Red Skull. Red Skull. All right. Okay, now you guys get to pick the team I fight against. Are we going against Team 1, Team 2, or Team 3? We're still at a low... on Tier 1, there's not going to be a lot of synergy from the enemy team, so I'm not going to try to name them yet. So again, Team 1 is going to be an easy matchup. Team 2 is going to be an easy matchup. Team 3, they're all easy matchups. We're in Tier 1, I'm not worried about it. Team 3? So Shara says 2, Stamp says 3. Dudash, what do you think? Be the tiebreaker, Team 2 or Team 3? 2? 3. Three it is. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. So Black Bolt's a god tier character, so he could win this thing alone if everyone else got wiped out. Obviously this is a low tier, it's not going to be a problem, but I could have been better about moving the positioning of everyone, but when we do Blitz Roulette I really don't. Because I just place them in order. That's sort of part of the gimmick for me is, you know, they end up where they end up. But normally, if I was going to use Star-Lord and Black Bolt on the same team, I'd put Star-Lord in the corner and Black Bolt next to him so that Star-Lord would feed Black Bolt, but the Nebula's going to destroy me. Yeah, okay. Stamp's so funny. Honestly, Nebula is so bad of a character, I forget she exists. Mantis is the only meaningful character on the team, so we're going to start out by ulting her with Star-Lord, and we get the 2 assists. Gone off the get. Nebula is one of the better characters on this terrible team. Big hit from Black Bolt, which we knew. Red Skull's going to summon Hydra minions as if this wasn't enough of a beatdown. We'll go ahead and buff everybody with Groot, because that's Groot's job. Yes, I do call Shara the War Queen, that is true. Basic. We don't need to. We're just going to basic through this. Let's not kid ourselves here. This is already done and over with. Black Bolt, so good. Boom, done. Haha. Nice. Yeah, once this war's over, you can set up your war defense stamp. Bam. Good stuff. Alright. Next team, let's do this. So far, we're on a roll. Again, this is all tier 1, so really, if you want to see bad characters win, this is the opportunity, because it's hard to lose in tier 1. So, pick whoever you want. Stamp, why don't we give you you first pick this time around? Who do you want to see in Blitz here? M'Baku. Alright, where's M'Baku? And Drax. Cool. Sure. Sure. Where is M'Baku? Can't be that. Is he up here? I would be shocked if his power was up here. I don't think he is. Oh, yeah, look at that. Good for him. Where's Drax? Yeah, all tanks team. Sure, we can do that. Drax is going to be significantly up here because once upon a time I cared about my Guardians team. Cull, alright. Cull's gonna be way down here. Oop, there he is. Bam. Kree Royal Guard and where's Kree Royal Guard? We got to give Dudash one. So Hulk, that's fine. We can add Hulk, and then who else did? All right, and then we'll take Shara's suggestion too. All right, where's my Hulk? He's gonna be, I think, somewhere up here in the mid levels. I think. Maybe not. Maybe he's down lower than I thought. One functionality I would like to see the game that is not here is the ability to just like search characters quickly while in Blitz. Alright, so Hulk actually may be a baby character. Yeah, there he is. Boop. Boop. Alright, and then we got MRG. Where are we? Let me know if you guys see them. There we go. Mercenary Vanguard. Bam. Alright. And let's see who we're going to use it against. Team 1. We've got a decent power Loki on this team. Team 2. Elektra, I'm not scared of at all, but this is a decent power. Crossbones, which might pose a problem for this build. Or Team 3. Punisher hits hard. Deadpool can get around Taunt, but that's not going to matter because it's a protector team. Thor could do some damage to some of these characters. I think this is probably, of the three options, I would say this is probably the toughest team if you want to challenge me. But I don't think it's going to be that much of a challenge. What do you guys think? 1, 2, or 3? Team 1, Team 2, Team 3. Team 2 it is, we'll take it. Nice. That would have been the majority vote anyway. Going with it. Alright, because Crossbones is the only one I'm sort of worried about wiping characters out. I'd like to do this flawlessly if I can. I'm just going to focus on him. Yeah, let's do this. Throw some defense up around. Yeah, we'll hold off on taunting with Call. And we'll taunt with Drax just because he's the biggest boy. Yeah, this is going to be a cakewalk. I'm going to leave that taunt on Drax. Again, we'll throw up some defense ups all around. Taunt with M'Baku. We'll taunt with Cull just to get his heal off. They're all going to be taunting at the same time. Electrically Eared Hulk's taunt. Oh, that was funny. Alright, there we go. Bam. Easy clear. Alright, let's pick one more, and then I'm going to switch over to the baby account, I think. I think I've done most of what we can do here. Although what I may do, I may just sort of leave this up in the background, and if the stream lasts until midnight and I get my refresh on DD3, I may jump back in and just do DD3 again on stream tonight. Because if I'm doing it, I may as well be streaming it. So last one here just to get us to tier 2. Who do you guys want? Let me know. Falcon. There's somebody I haven't used in a hot minute. Falcon, Black Panther. Let's find Black Panther. If you want, we can do PvPs before baby account. That's fine. I like baby account is something that I typically stream when I feel like I've sort of run out of steam doing stuff on the main account. Where's my Black Panther? He's got to be up here somewhere. Here he is. Bam. Black Panther. Oop, that was a mistake. Get out of here. Get out of here. Emma. Emma's going to be down here a little bit. I think she's around 14k, if I'm not mistaken. 15. There you go. Bam. Mordo's your boy. Where's Mordo? He's up here. My Mordo's decent power. Mordo. Here we go. Mordo. Bam. Bam. Alright, who else? Last one. Who do we hear? We heard from Dude. We heard from Stamp. What about Shara? Shara. Oh, so Shara, speaking of, my War Queen Shara. Talking to a lot of other streamers and sussing out her abilities and stuff, Emma Frost makes a viable single character, if you have her at a high power, higher than I have her, she makes a viable single character war defense, meaning like just leaving the random shield minions and throwing her on. She can solo defend a node from a reasonable size attacking force. Obviously, if you have Marauders at a decent level and you can post them up, that's even better, and, you know, it could be a hard stop for people. But if you happen to have Emma Frost, and let's say you don't have Mr. Sinister for some reason or something, she can solo defend. Food for thought. Putting it out there. It's worth knowing. Yeah, she's like a big Captain Marvel. I don't disagree. So Shara, why don't you give me my last pick here for Blitz Roulette? Who's the last character going into this team? Because Dude and Stamp already picked. Why don't you give a pick here? You want me to scroll for you? Deadpool. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Boop. Alright. Now we gotta pick our target. Team 1 is City team with Deadpool. Team 2 is a very mixed, all over the place team. Team 3 is a shield team. There's some synergy there. This is a punch down for me, but... And I think it's a win. I'll come out and say I think it's a win. Yeah, no, I think this is a win. I think this is an easy matchup. So, who do you want me to go up against? Team 1? Team 2? Or Team 3? Stamp says 3. Yep, we're gonna go with 3. Let's do it. I don't disagree that of the 3 teams that we could pit it against, that was the more challenging team. And I hesitated for a minute just because of Quake. Unanimous, I like it. But it's still a punch down, and I've got enough of the higher characters on this mishmash team that are going to carry damage for the team. I think it's a win. I think it's a win. Alright. So, I'm going to start with Shield Medic because she is one of the higher power characters on this team, and obviously she's going to bring sustain to the team that's dangerous. I think we're going to also just happen to get the Shield Operative out when I use Falcon's ult here, which we did. That was good. Yeah, this is going to be an easy win. I'm going to go ahead and throw Deadpool's chain. Yeah, this is an easy win. Bam. All right, let's do some PvP. Let's rock this. Yeah, I felt really, I had a gut feeling it was going to be a strong matchup. I'll blitz more later on my own. Let's get some PvP going. Since you recommended it, I'm assuming you want first go at me, Stamp. And look at that, I already got you right here. I'm assuming you want balanced? Challenge accepted. Let's do it. Alright, I get first bans. I'm gonna ban Black Bolt because I just don't want to deal with that. For my second ban, I'm gonna ban Mr. Sinister. Drax, okay. It's an interesting ban. Is that a misclick? Did you really just ban Drax? I'm not judging, I just am confused. Phoenix, that's a logical ban. Alright, I get first pick now. We're gonna go ahead and pick Captain Marvel. You see, Drax doesn't bother me going against Drax because there's so many characters now that can get around the taunt. I don't. He used to be a much stronger protector because that opening taunt, and then he can then taunt again on the second turn. That was tough to get around when he was like in with the meta, but now I find him kind of underwhelming now, to be honestly, to be completely honest with you. All right, let's go with I'm gonna go with him. Let's go with Ultron. Ultron and Shuri. Okay, all right. I see a trend here. I see a trend. symbiote Spidey he picks. Intriguing. Very intriguing. Minerva. For my last pick, I'm gonna go with Invisible Woman. Alright, who are you gonna take away from me? Takes away Ultron. Okay. Alright. Okay. So we're gonna go Scientist Supreme. Squirrel Girl, okay. I'm running like a Captain Marvel's Angels team here. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Support means a lot. Matrix Neo, how you doing, man? Matrix Neo is one of the newest additions to the second alliance in the cluster. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop defense up on my team here. I have to decide who my priority is gonna be. I think it's going to be X-23. Long day, huh, man? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use Minerva's ult here. Heal everyone up nicely. She was blinded, so we knew she wasn't gonna get anywhere with that. The resist, so good. So good. Alright, now we're gonna uppercut X-23 into oblivion. Bye! Bye! All the squirrels, all of them. Get that heal block on me, that's fair, that's fair. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and barrier everyone. We lost Scientist Supreme, but we're going to bring her back. Come on home, Scientist Supreme. I'm actually going to whack at Doctor Strange because I don't want him bringing people back. We're going to heal up Scientist Supreme. That death proof saved her. Another death proof. Clear some negative effects here and drop some stealth. And we're gonna throw a bunch of negative effects on your team. Throw defense up on our team. Nice, and he's out. Alright, you did get X-23 back, though. That was a big move for you. I really gotta get binary mode back soon, or else I'm gonna be in trouble. Cool! A lot of damage. A lot of it. Alright, let's flip those negative effects here, shall we? Bam. I don't know why that's not going away. I think that's a BlueStacks issue. Oh, you got the stun on Captain Marvel. Good for you. Good for you. Let's get those heals off, people. This team has so much sustain is the big thing. Yeah, we're going to keep hitting Negasonic just because she's got the defense down right now. Yeah, keep hitting, keep hitting. That was a big hit on Minerva. Whew! Whew! Let's get some negative effects spread around, shall we? Alright, we lost Minerva. Gonna defense up everybody here. Nice shot. Binary mode is just beastly. Boom. Alright, Negasonic is down. The momentum has changed. Alright, we got defense down on X-23 now. Yeah, right? We can get that stealth up. Let's uppercut Negasonic. Didn't do as much as I wanted. That's alright. Let's get that heal off. We're not going to drop negative effects at the moment. Get that barrier up. And the offense down is important. Let's keep that defense up. Going, people. Let's keep it going. Dodge, not bad. Lots of dodges, damn. Alright, I may try to just wipe out Mordo just to take out some of your damage here. There you go, bam. Another one down. Oh, yeah! We got the RNG back. Let's do it. Now I'm going to throw those negative effects to give that heal and throw offense down on you guys. I just need her to take one hit, and then I'll be okay. Alright, alright, that's fine. At least she ate an important move, that's fine. And we get that cleanse. So good. So good. We don't need to flip that, there's not that much. Nice. Alright, that's gonna be game. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Boom. So much sustain. It's so good. Captain Marvel's Angels. Oh, and he brings it back again! Flawless victory. Good game, Stamp. Good game, man. That was a good one. Good game. Alright, who's up next? Who wants to step into the arena with me? Balanced draft. What do you think, Shara? You want to go toe-to-toe? That was a good match. If Shara's not up to it, we can go again if you want. That was a really fun match. I'm definitely going to be clipping that for the Alliance. You gotta do it. It's alright, we're gonna do a balanced draft, Shara. You got it. Oh, cancel. No, we want to stay there. There we go. Challenge accepted. Black Bolt makes sense. It's a popular ban. Captain Marvel, pretty wise. She's really strong in these PvP matches. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ban Mr. Sinister, because a 6-man team is just very hard to go against. And I'm going to ban Phoenix. Alright, first pick goes to Shara. I guess that meant you were thinking about her, huh? You were pondering. Symbiote Spider-Man, good pick. I'm going to go with think I'm gonna go with Hela and Minerva. Scientist Supreme makes sense. And Carnage, sure. That makes sense. Alright. This pick. I'm gonna go with Loki. And Star-Lord. I'm not going to use the same team twice in a row, Stamp. I want to mix it up a little bit. Dudash losing his mind in chat because we chose Star-Lord. Oh, I love it. That's so funny. Alright, the Shuri pick makes sense. And Magneto. Interesting. Ultron. Now we get to reject. We're going to drop Shuri. Yep, that makes sense. I was expecting that. Oh, you're enjoying this Matrix? Juggernaut is a good pick. That is a solid pick. I'm going to go with Thor. Bring 3 of the Asgardians together. Generate some synergy there. So, putting Star-Lord here in the pocket is a priority because you want him to be feeding Minerva, and that's why I did that. Hela's going to be great because she can spread potentially the blind that Star-Lord can drop. And then the 3 Asgardians will be increasing each other's damage and healing and things like that. Shara does have a really strong team comp here, though. Symbiote Spider-Man has one of the best basic attacks in the game, dropping defense down. He can also prolong negative effects. And Carnage does extra damage based on negative effects and drops a lot of bleed. Magneto drops first round blind. And Juggernaut's one of the best tanks in the game. And Scientist Supreme has a passive chance to revive defeated allies and can flip debuffs to buffs. Where I might be okay is Loki's stealth cleanse may save me. And it really depends on a little bit of RNG and whether or not they can resist certain things. So we're going to find out. What I'm going to try to do early is I'm going to try to mind control people to throw some heavy damage on Scientist Supreme, because if I can take her out early, it hurts this engine a little bit. Alright, so you're focused on Minerva, which makes a lot of sense. And she bled out, which was very unfortunate. But what I am going to do is I'm going to spread this defense down. Oh, that's right, I forgot about the blind. That was stupid. That may have just cost me the game, if I'm being honest. I can't believe I just did that. That was really unfortunate. That was a big misplay. Alright, so Scientist Supreme is off the board. But we lost too much early. I can't believe I misplayed that. That was unfortunate. We're going to stealth our allies and summon Loki minions here. Yeah, I can't believe I misplayed Hela's ult. That's going to hurt me. Okay, we're sort of stuck with Juggernaut here, so we're gonna do what we can do, which is not much against him at the moment, until that taunt drops off. So much damage. Extended the blind. Yeah. This is Shara's game at this point. Useless. Useless. And everybody resisted the stun. GG. This is a roll for Shara. Well done. Yeah, that was awesome. It didn't end up mattering that I misused the ult, but that was a significant misplay. Wow, that was an impressive victory, Shara. Have a good night, Matrix. Oh, have a good night, Dudash. I will catch you for the next stream. That was fun. That was fun. We're gonna do that later. What time is it? 11:41. We got about 20 minutes until I can hit DD3 again. Do have a little bit of energy. I did. No, that's good. It means that we're fairly evenly matched. That we can trade victories. That's good. Although the one fight we just had with Stamp the teams were more evenly matched, which was nice. But that was an impressive victory. We got 30 energy, right? I think I'm gonna go after more of these health catalysts. Oh, I can do another attack in war. Alright, we're still on the flight deck here. Let's see what we're up against. These are reasonable teams to take. I may actually just bank that attack right now until I'm needed. Alright, I'm going to temporarily switch over to the baby account. Let's actually mute this one. Jump to the other one. Cool. Beady Babies. So this is a level 32 account. Completely free to play. You have one T4 damage catalyst. Let's open this gold orb. Blue gear orbs, which actually matter for this account, because they really don't matter for my main account anymore. Alright, so right now the characters I'm focused on this account, I'm actually paying attention to defenders, because in the early game, defenders are really useful, and based on the characters I have available, they're among my best choices right now. I did manage to get Thor because of the calendar event, which was great. They have like that, he's part of the new welcome event. I don't know if that was always the case, but he is now. So I'm focusing on him since Asgardians are so good. I also spent Blitz credits to unlock Rhino because Sinister Six is a good villains team, especially in the early game. Crossbones totally kills it in Arena early game, and now that Zemo's coming out, he's got uses into the late game. Miss Marvel is a great addition to a defender's team. I normally pick Punisher over Miss Marvel, but I don't even have the full team right now, so she's definitely sitting in that spot. And I recently got Jessica Jones from campaigns, so I have somewhat of a synergizing team already. And that's really all I have right now. I'm not super concerned about Deadpool because I don't have the other X-Force characters, and that's really where he shines. Yes, you can use him for Mercenary, but I'm not there yet, so I'm not really worried about it. Spider-Man, unfortunately, is underwhelming these days. He does okay early game, but he's not worth really focusing on for me. And again, Bullseye, again, you can use him in Mercenaries, which I don't have a full Mercenaries team, but he was one of the first characters I had, so I at least invested a little in him to push the campaign forward. I think we're currently, yeah, we're working through our villains here. So we can hit this node next. Again, this one I'm relegated to the villains team, so I had to bump people up a little bit based on who I have to actually push my way through the campaign. And that's a game you've got to kind of play when you're new to this game of playing with what you have, right? I know people hesitate and say, well, is it worth investing in certain characters? And the answer is, if you're early and it pushes you through the campaign, then there are no wrong answers, basically. Yeah, Bullseye's okay. He's not a top tier character, but he's okay. Especially on the new and improved Mercenaries team, he does his job. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and whack Scientist Supreme early if we can. There we go, she's out, that's good. Aim Researcher does bring sustain to the team, but I'm actually going to try to take out the monstrosity here. Yeah, because that offense up. I want to get rid of him. Bam. Out. Okay. Now I'll turn and focus on Researcher for the sustain. There we go. Win. Boom. A lot of these early nodes, honestly, as long as you keep your other villains alive, Crossbones just carries the team to victory. If you can just keep them alive until he ults, that's the node, and you move on. You wipe your hands, you move on. Alright, we're gonna kill the rifle trooper first. Nice counterattack. And that's the note. Oh, no, they survived. Look at that. Not by much, but they did. Good for them. These are good nodes for me to get through in 3-star because I'm at the point where I need that the blue mats. So by focusing on this, I'm going to help push myself a little farther along, which will in turn allow me to get further through the campaign. So this is good. We're going to focus Winter Soldier. Yeah, starting a new account can be lots of fun. I was commenting the other day that, like, at my point in the game, on my main account, it can be a little grindy. It can be a lot grindy sometimes. Like, I'm enjoying the endgame content, right? Like, DD3 is a challenge. But it doesn't last very long because, you know, you get a couple attacks in and then you're dead. Ultimate 7 is fun and engaging. You know, we can do fun PvP battles and stuff, but a lot of it at this point is just like me grinding for materials and trying to level people up. And that can get a little boring at times. I don't know why that just felt the need to remind me I was logged in. So starting a new account, like, it gets to the point where a lot of stuff is still challenging, and I have to actually think about my choices more, and I can't just auto through nodes and stuff, so that's cool. And also just seeing where the game has come for newer people, so that when I'm giving them advice, I have a better idea of what they can realistically do. has been valuable and interesting. Plus, you know, we just started this secondary account, which means we have lots of new friends to play with and new people bringing ideas to the table and stuff, and that's all awesome too. You have a 91-day account that's your sister's basically, but it's like mine. That is funny. Yeah, this is a 3 to 4 day old account, basically. And we're level 31 already, and again, that's the other thing, this is completely free to play, right? So I'm not super whaley on my main account, but I am self-aware that certain people, compared to people who don't spend, I am a whale. So having a fully free-to-play account allows me to give the best possible advice to new players who aren't willing to spend money to maximize their growth and their resources and stuff. So that's been a lot of fun. Boom goes the dynamite. Boom, perfect. Alright, where are we power-wise? Sister wanted to get ahead, so she bought the Guardians offer, and she's already guaranteed a Star Wars Lord next pass. That's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, like, I have to restrain myself, because there's a number, especially because of the changes Fox Next / Scopely have made. There's a lot of really attractive offers for new players to catch you up a bit. But I promise myself this has to be a fully free-to-play account for the integrity of, you know, coaching people on where to go. Yeah, I actually want this one because I'm going to save up materials for that. So I've got to keep it that way, but I get an itch sometimes. I'm like, oh man, it's just not that expensive, but I have to not do it. I have to stick to this. Did I already farm this for today? I did. Oh, but I got that right. Yeah. I just want to bump up some of the lower power characters before I hit that next node. Just because I'm not going to 3-star it if these guys get their heads caved in. Oh, it's not what I want. I want this. Yeah, it's going to be too high. I'm not going to spend the 100 power cores. Let's see where it is. Let's see how we're doing. This is a test, this Ultimus 4, to see if we can hit 30%. We haven't had many people join on Team 3 yet. Nice. Nice. Team 1, Great Pie, and Optimus Prime are pushing far. That's good. And no one else has joined yet. I think once everyone joins, hitting at least 30% should be a cakewalk. Us wee little folk are pretty much as far as we can get. R2-T2 probably had some fight in him left to push up further. And I think Daniel needs to hit these. So we're waiting on that. I think it's Daniel on Team 1. I have to double check. Alright, so we still are waiting on some of our heavier hitters to weigh in. So most of our heavier hitters to weigh in. So I think we'll be okay once they do. And if we hit the 30%... this is what the guys on the bottom are going to get. This is going to be super useful for us. This we're just going to start stockpiling. We're not going to need it right away. And this are the blue gear orbs, so this is going to be super useful for us. So we should be able to hit 30% before the raid's over. We've got 17 hours left. I'm not worried about it. And when we do, that'll be nice. I was going to launch a beta raid also, but I didn't want to confuse people because a lot of them are just getting used to lane assignments and stuff. And as it is, we changed from Ultimus 3 to Ultimus 4 at the last minute, so I wanted to keep everyone laser focused. Yeah, you're gonna jump to Zemo, that's funny. So honestly, Stamp, like when I started this game, I was primarily free to play. I would again, you know, occasionally if I saw a really good offer for, you know, $5 or $10, I'd buy it every couple months. The last year I've become a little whalier where I'll spend like $50 to $60 a month usually. Just to pick up really good offers. I did, however, whale out for the $50 X-Men offer on my main account because I wanted to get my Cyclops up. I really did it almost exclusively for him. A lot of the shards I got actually went right towards Ultimus orbs, but I wanted Cyclops. How are we doing on unlocking people? Yeah, that's what I figured. We'll get there on the new account. I just didn't want to overwhelm them all at once. Why don't we do a Blitz Battle here? And again, we're gonna play on this baby account until after midnight when my DD3 renews, and I'll hit that one more time before the stream ends. Along with, you know, whatever I have to hit in Ultimate 7 and stuff. Okay, let's take out Taskmaster. Boom. Okay. Nice easy victory. Push another milestone, which is good for this account. Boom. I like it. And we get one of these. So we get one of these for free, that's fine. When I've been getting the orb fragments, I've been kind of torn because I don't really need this yet, so I'm trying to like look ahead as to who I'm gonna have and what makes the most sense. I've been getting primarily bio gear just because there are so many very good bio characters that like whoever I end up randomly getting from orbs and stuff, I want to have the material stockpiled for them. You know, I'll get the most bang for my buck that way. Free basic orb. Nice. Raptor got Rhino. Congrats to Raptor. And Great Pie got Hawkeye. Very cool. Let's do a little arena battle. I will swing at that for sure. And bio always is important. There's so many good bio characters. Symbiote Spider-Man and Black Bolt and Carnage, and so good. Let's get rid of that defense down on Thor. clear the taunt from... oh, it doesn't matter anyway. He's going to die. Oh, I should have ulted. My fingers were quicker than my brain there. It's not gonna matter, we got this. I ulted! Okay. Nice arena victory. Rank 40. Alright, we're going to now switch back over. I'm actually going to close out of this. Unmute this. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Boomer. I have so many of the blue. Oh my god, Boomer again? I've got so many of the blue gear raid orbs. I just keep it for orb milestone events because I don't need any of that gear whatsoever. I'll open this stuff though. This stuff I can use. Hopefully lots of SBCs here. Nice. I will take it. Oh, we need those too. That's good. That worked out. You're glad you can start early with raid because you used to have to wait for someone to start before me or you wouldn't get any done. Yeah, no, I try... I understand that in an ideal situation, yes, people should be dividing up lanes and stuff, but we're casual enough that it really doesn't matter. And as long as everyone's working and doing as much as they can, you get much better rewards based on completion as compared to people worrying about how much of their lane they get to do. So we really don't worry about it. We don't stress. I primarily use my raid tickets for SPCs. Yeah. I don't know if yeah, I guess I'll take name one. Nope. I feel too wishy-washy about it. I'm not gonna get them. I want these so bad. Damn it. Alright, let's take a peek. See if we reset here. I don't think we have yet. What's the timer on here? Objectives. Oh, I may have to reload, actually, for it to kick in. You know what? Let me do that quick. We're going to reload. Yeah, no, exactly. If you know that you've got a lower power player who's only going to be able to do the early nodes, it's worth... If you can coordinate them, it's worth waiting, right? We have the Discord channel and stuff. It's worth it. Just be like, hey, you know, Cyber, you know, hit your nodes first. I'm planning on doing mine at 8 o'clock. Just get in before me and do them. He'll get as far as he can. He'll get a couple individual node rewards. He'll make your life easier, and you can start with a head start down your lane. Yeah, I mean, like, the really hardcore alliances, they specifically will be like, no, you do the last, you know, you do the first 5 nodes, you do the next 5 nodes, and the first guy goes again. Like, they make sure everyone gets their individual node rewards because people are super competitive. But we're not like that. SBCs! Love it. Ooh, maybe we'll get some interesting Red Star stuff. That'd be fun. This store didn't reset, but I don't have enough. I'm 7 shy. You know what? This is worth it to me. This is absolutely worth it to me. Yep. Made it work. Made it happen. I'll take it. Let's see what we get here. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, no, that was a duplicate. Nothing. Garbage. Last one. Yeah, all duplicates. Garbages. Yeah, I mean, look. I'm not gonna lie, I typically have shitty luck with these orbs anyway. I like to pull them just because you're guaranteed that level, but I get duplicates so often. For me, being able to pick a strong character that I know I'm going to unlock during the next event, I'm going to get him at 5 stars and already have him at 4 red stars. That's worth it to me, and I'm trying to focus on getting my my Black Order up. So my Black Order, I've focused them here. So Thanos already have at 4 red stars, right? That's good. Cole I've got at 4, even though I don't have all the stars. Proxima I've already got at 5, even though I have the stars. Corvus I've got at 5 that I don't have stars. So as I start to grab more shards of these characters, my Black Order team is going to become beastly. It's a longer term investment, but for me it's worth it over pulling another, you know, duplicate 4 red star crystal or something and not caring. You know what I mean? That was a good investment for me. I've already got Black Bolt at I believe 4 red. Yeah, I got him at 4 red already. Like, there's not a lot I'm going to be able to spend those promotion credits on. Although, by the time this is over, I'll get enough to put myself in a good position again. But worth it. It was worth it. Anyway, all right. Let's focus here. Let's jump into Dark Dimension. I know, right? That's fine though. As long as people are chatting and have a good time, that's why I'm here, man. Have a good night, Stamp. Thanks for stopping by, bud. Glad to have you in the Alliance finally, man. Alright, so I got no choice but to focus on him. Oh, this is gonna be good. We'll why is it so slow? We're gonna slow everybody. That's good. That's gonna help us a lot. And we're gonna stealth the team. And she comes back and throws out some damage and defense down. We're gonna... I should have done it on her. That's fine. Everything's fine. Alright, cool. This was important. Being able to slow everyone means that Phoenix survives long enough that I get to use this damage. And again, this is a health steal, 20% of enemies' health, right? So her and Minerva are both doing percent damage. They're going to carry a huge percentage of my damage as I do Dark Dimension. So we're going to go ahead and throw this on. Boom, big hit. That was amazing for us. Alright, my next move, I'm going to prolong defense down on Miss Marvel here and throw some damage out with Iron Fist. They're going to wipe out Phoenix, which we expected, and Iron Fist. I'm going to bring back Iron Fist here, just to eat some more damage. Buy time for my other characters to do something. Okay. We're going to go ahead and prolong all the negative effects and throw some additional bleed. Although I don't know if it's going to matter. I got no choice but to... Nice! Alright, we got rid of Drax. We lost Cyclops, though. Alright, now that was good, though. There was a lot of damage we put out on that attempt. And we got rid of a couple characters. That was a good move for us. Yeah, that was another. So we had 2 really good attempts this stream. And we did a really decent amount of damage. Oh, still so much. My God. This next node is going to be even worse, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah. Cannot wait until I can replace him with Carnage. It's going to be a while, but... Alright, so, good stream tonight, guys. It was a lot of fun. Tomorrow is supposed to be a DSA stream, but work has been kind of crazy, so I'm going to have to gauge whether or not I can do it. If I have to cancel a raid night, I typically try to not do it on the MSF night, since that draws most of you here. So I will assume it's on, but I'll make a post in the Discord if I can't do it. And obviously we'll be streaming MSF again Saturday evening. So otherwise, have a great night. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thank you to Matrix Neo for the new follow. Thank you Shara and Stamp for the fun balanced drafts. If you guys want to stick around, I will take a quick look here. Let's see who else is streaming. Maybe we can raid somebody. That would be a lot of fun. What do we got? Goofy streaming Strike Force. We can read Goofy. Why don't we do that? All right. Shara, have a good night. I think you should hang out. I think you'll like, if you're going to be up for a bit, I think you're going to like Goofy if you haven't seen him yet. Goofy Rexy. Where are we here? We're just going to play our stream exit music here, and then we're going to go ahead and raid. Thanks again. Have a great night.